Hi everyone, I'm Rabbit and welcome back to more Albert Odyssey. Where we left off previously, we made our way to the peak of the North Tower, and unfortunately, we are being forced to face off against Guy. So I suppose you could say that Novia's wickedness and evil truly knows no bounds, since she is forcing us to fight not only a good friend, but an ally that we worked with to take down Redoria in the first place. So it's just really sad, and he had a lot of really saddening and heartbreaking words for us, but I suppose that's how it goes, so let's go ahead and take Guy down. Oh, poor Guy. And he seems like such a nice person, and I think, isn't he partnered with one of the Silver Vixens? It's a bit odd because we never heard anything about them after we did all of our shit oops, that's not what I want to do, for taking down Redoria, so we never heard any mention of those girls ever again. And actually, I don't think they fought with us against Redoria. We fought with them, I think, to take down Balin? I don't fucking remember. We have done a lot of shit, if you can recall every single point in the game that we have just gone through together. But anyway, I'm just going to do my usual. We're going to have Ika be our buffer, and she's going to cast all of our status boosting spells, and everyone else is just going to fuck Guy up. Hopefully this, again, will not be a repeat of the shit that we went through with, okay, let me do this first, with Balin. I still do not know why the fuck that fight went on for so fucking long. That was just an unnecessarily taxing battle, but no one else has been quite the same. Krishna was a bit tough, but even fighting her wasn't that long. So, I don't know. Hopefully Guy will go down pretty quickly. So as usual, I suppose you guys are forced to listen to another one of my anecdotes, which I know is unfortunate for you, but I will try to be interesting. So I was mentioning on the previous episode that I am entertaining the idea of finally writing like a novel, or I don't know if I want to call it a novel. You know, you have a lot of people and they're like, oh, I'm a writer, and you're like, okay, sure you are. But it's something that I would at least like to try my hand at. I have done 3 short stories. 2 of them have placed in university competitions, and let me do Repulse, just to get everyone's defense up. So 2 of them have placed. I won first place once, and then I got 3rd place in another. And then I got like an honorable mention, like in high school, but I don't even really count the high school ones because the standards, I think, are pretty low, since it seems a lot of people have a really difficult grasp on grammar. It's not necessarily that they have a hard time communicating their thoughts, but the way that they do so tends to be very sloppy. And I noticed that just teaching undergrad students, and these are kids that are getting university level degrees, and they can barely write a comprehensible sentence, and none of it's cohesive, but it's like you get what they're saying, but they just do a bad job of putting their thoughts out there. Anyway, I say all of that just to say that I don't really count the competitions I won in high school, but I was really proud of the accomplishments in my undergrad when I did place in those 2 competitions. So, I don't know, I was really proud about that, but I just got so immersed in more scientific academia, I guess you could say, that I ended up not really... Okay, let me see, what do I want to do? I want to put this, I think, on Pike and Grizz, and then maybe Eamon as well. We'll just kind of see what happens with that. But anyway, I don't know. I got so focused on like the biochemistry and microbiology, and then like the health education aspect of all the different layers of my education, that I really feel like I haven't had a chance to express my creative side very much. And it is a bit saddening and sorrowful because I think people oftentimes feel like if you are going to delve into academic pursuits, they should be more science-based, and I don't agree with that. I don't know why in our society there is such an emphasis on being a doctor or being a lawyer or being, I don't know, just some kind of scientist, and there's not that much appreciation for the painters, the sculptors, the true authors, not just the hipster assholes who write about their pain. And and that's fine too if that's how you express yourself, but I'm just saying, I've met a lot of people who really do want to become literary professionals, and it's almost like they're hindered just by people's expectations And those expectations, while they may not be malicious, they still are harmful at times. So I don't know. I'm not saying I ever expect to be like a grand author or anything, but it would just be nice to write a book. And even if I never like published it or anything, just to be able to say to my kids, guess what? Mom wrote a story and it's probably not even that awesome, but I had a fucking good time doing it. So I don't know. One thing that always touched my heart, I don't know if you guys have read Watership Down, and I can't even tell you who wrote it. I read it so long ago. It's not necessarily a children's book, but it's more, I guess you could say, like young adult or teen reading. I don't know. It's about rabbits, and how ironic. Rabbit reading a book about rabbits. But anyway, it's a really, really cute little book, and if I recall correctly, the way that the author conceptualized the whole thing was he just would tell little stories to his kiddos in the car when driving them to like school or to the park or just road trips or before putting them to bed. He just would tell like a chapter a day or a night or however frequently he did this, and his kids loved the story so much they were like, Dad, you should write all of these things down, like it's actually a good story. And he did, and that's who the book was dedicated to. So again, I don't remember if he had like 2 daughters or what, and that is irrelevant to the point. My point is, he just wrote a book because his kids liked the story, and I'm not sure if he ever expected it to be a really good book or what. And I think it was even made into a movie. I've never seen it personally, so don't hold me to that, but I'm fairly positive Watership Down was a film as well. So, you know, it was successful enough to be adapted to a film, so that says something about the book itself, and you just never know. So it's just something that I would personally like to accomplish. I have a lot of things on my bucket list. I'm sure you guys do too. And I would love to hear, what sorts of goals do you guys have for yourselves? Like, is there anything you guys really want to do that, yeah, let me actually go ahead and cast this again just so Eamon and Kia can have that defensive buff on them. But anyway, do you guys have like something on your bucket list that just stands out among all of the different tasks that you want to accomplish and the things you want to achieve? I think for me, I have 2 things that are not tied, but that are probably at the very top. And one is, as I said, I want to author at least 1 book. Preferably, I'd like to write more. And then another one is, I really want to become a mom, which everyone always makes fun of me for, and I get told all the time that I'm just going to be an over-educated housewife. And it's preposterous that a woman with my level of education would want to throw all that away and just have a bunch of kids. And I don't know, those people really piss me off that say that shit to me. Because I think if someone wants to be a mom, why would you make it seem like that's a bad thing? You have way too many women out there who become mothers and don't fucking care about their kids. So you would think it would be like a breath of fresh air to meet someone who does really want to invest their time and energy into rearing honorable, respectable members of society. And that is my goal for myself, and I don't know, it's just something that I very much would love to do. And as weird as this may sound, I don't just want like 1 or 2 little brats running around. I would love to have like 5 kids or 6 kids, which is definitely too much for Andrew, I know. He, I'm pretty sure, only wants maybe like 2, 3 probably max. I want at least 3, but if I could squeeze 4 out of him, that would be awesome. Which I know is ridiculous. You guys are like, Rabbit, what's wrong with you? You females and wanting to reproduce. I don't know. I love kids so much, and I think, you know, children really are our future, and it's a shame when no one wants to invest time and energy into them. And I don't know how common it is. I don't know too much about that type of data and that type of research. That's just not something I ever personally studied. My dad actually has a master's in, I believe it's in social work, and he used to work for DHA or one of the programs that deal with kids that are in questionable living situations. And I don't know, just the stories that he told me, I know my dad has a really big heart for, oh my god, why didn't it stick to them? Well, whatever. I want to make, oh god damn it, Pike, why did you lose this buff? But anyway, I know he also has a really big heart for adolescents and just kids that just don't get the love that they deserve. And in a way, I kind of inherited that from him. I don't think my sister likes kids very much. And my late brother, I don't think was that fond of them either. But I love kids. I don't know, whenever I hear a baby crying, it's just so distressing to me. Even if it's just them being a brat, it just upsets me. I'm like, someone please make this baby happy. I don't know, I just think it's really sad when you have these girls who have kids and, you know, for whatever reason, either the pregnancy itself was unintended or, you know, they did it to trap a guy into marrying them, or, you know, they thought they were ready and then it wasn't what they wanted. It makes me die a little on the inside when I just read stories about moms like drowning their kids or just throwing their babies in trash cans and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, how could you ever do something like that? I don't know. I feel myself getting upset even talking about it now. I just can't imagine doing that to someone or something so innocent. So it's the same thing for animals for me. I just can't bring myself to even begin to comprehend how some people can be so fucking heartless. Like, there are always options. Like, just give the kid away, you know? I'm pretty sure any church would take a baby, like, if you don't want it, just bring it to a church and be like, I don't want this thing anymore. Take it to a police station. Like, I don't care, but don't put it in a fucking trash can. Like, that just, I don't know, blows my mind. But anyway, let me not get myself all teary-eyed here. So those are I'd say like the top two things I want to achieve with my life. So who knows, guys, maybe I will write a book someday, and I'm sure you guys would love to hear me like tell you guys all about it. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me tell you all about it, but you know, my blog is still in the works. My good buddy who does a lot of like web development and web design, I think he's almost done with his own personal website. He's kind of stuck in a job he's not too fond of right now himself. Fuck, I have to take care of Amen, or else he's going to die. So hopefully, I think Kia heals, doesn't she? I'm pretty sure she can. Let me see. Can you heal? Maybe you can't. I thought you could. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, Amen, you might die, my friend. But if you do, that's okay, because Pike will bring you back. And in the end, that might be faster than worrying about trying to replenish all of your health. So that might be what I do. Unless Ika gets a turn first. Jeez, Guy hits really, really fucking hard. But we should be able to take him out. I'm no longer that concerned about buffs at this point. I'm thinking, let's just spend as many rounds as possible hitting him. And I will go ahead and heal so Eamon doesn't die. But as I was saying, so my good friend, he's kind of stuck in a job he's not too fond of himself. And so I know he's been focusing on building his webpage so that he can have kind of something to, let me focus on you, so that he can have something to show prospective and potential, I guess, employers. So he's really good at web design and things like that. He's the one who actually designed my little logo. So the Rabbit Plays Games, like he did the little sprite version of me, and he made the little cute sprites, what do you want to call it? I guess the gaming consoles. So anyway, he's fantastic. I adore him. He is amazeballs. And Kia, you are out of magic again. What is it that restores my MP? That's Resurrection. Mink Tonic. Okay. For some reason, the Miracle Mango does HP and MP. No, yes. So anyway, he is amazeballs, and although it's been taking him a while, I'm just excited for him to do this for me for free. So that will be a real treat, just having a blog and being able to just explore different creative outlets for myself. So blogging is something that I would like to do, probably not professionally. You know, I see all these people that are like gurus of respective things, either like beauty or health. You know, I've worked on health all of my life, nutrition, sexual health, tobacco shit, and I'm just at a point now where I'm like, I don't want to blog about health too. If I'm going to be writing, I want it to be creative, since academically I wrote professionally, and even still now, pretty sure I'm going to be publishing things and doing research and all that fun shit. So I don't want to do that in my free time too, which I guess sounds kind of lame, because you have so many people who do blog about health related things and they're not experts, or they don't have degrees in their topic of interest, and so you just have a lot of misinformation and just bad advice out there. So I know I've had a lot of people tell me, you know, you really should start a blog, or you should write professionally and creatively about these respective topics, since you do hold advanced degrees in them. But I'm like, I don't know. As much as I love in general the work that I do, I don't want it to completely infiltrate every aspect of my life. So I hope that makes sense. I know some people always question that about me, and they're like, why do you want to write a story? Like, why don't you just want to blog about nutrition forever? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I like nutrition, obviously, and I like health, but I don't know. I do that stuff for money, but I don't want to do it for fun, too. Although hopefully someday the fun will turn into money. That is, I think, probably the third goal for myself. I want to be able to be in a job that I love with every fiber of my being. I don't know, you just meet those people that you can tell that they love what they do, even if they're not getting paid very much, or, you know, they get mistreated, or they're in a very thankless role in whatever they're doing. My dad is a really good example of that. Let me actually invigorate everyone again so we can fucking kill Guy. Like, I don't want this to be another forever fight, so we'll spend like another 2, maybe 3 minutes dealing with him, and then if he's not gone, we'll move on to episode 52, I suppose, and finish him off in that one. But anyway, my dad, as I told you guys, he does have an MS. Well, I guess his is an MA. I don't know if you can get an MS in social work. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a Master's of Arts in social work, or maybe it's an MSW. I don't know what. He got a Master's in something pertaining to social work. So I don't know if specifically it's the MSW, or if he just focused on sociology and then had an emphasis in social issues. I don't fucking know. That's something I should probably ask him, though. But anyway, he doesn't even work in that anymore. He actually does, I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Oh, no, I shouldn't be that excited. No, Guy's dead. My heart is truly breaking, guys, but I'm just glad this fight is over, because it was taking too long, and I'm sure you guys are ready for the story and no longer my stories. But anyway, to end this thought, my dad, who worked in social work for a while, he now works at a railroad, and he does the engineering stuff, like the electrical engineering things. So he does a lot of shit with the actual trains, and a lot of people at his company want him to be like a supervisor, and he just keeps turning it down, even though it would be a pay raise, and he would have so many more benefits than what he's doing specifically for them right now. I don't know if it's that significant, but he said he doesn't want to do it because he loves the role that he's in right now. So he doesn't want to step up and work necessarily with people, because he enjoys working with electrical equipment. So anyway, we'll go ahead and read this little bit, and then I think we'll sign off and keep everything for the next episode. But anyway, Guy taught Pike the spell of Karma Blade. No. Guy. Chris, that's her. I was just mentioning the Silver Vixens. Okay, then we will definitely just wait till the next episode. I was thinking we would just kind of talk to Guy and then it'd be over. But if these bitches are here, I don't know how long this is going to go on. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. When we come back together on the next episode, we are going to try to console the, I guess her name's Chris, of the Silver Vixens. And I guess we'll just figure out where we go from here. Novia likely awaits us in Fargasta. So thank you for watching. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Albert Odyssey, Legend of Eldean on the Sega Saturn. See you in a sec, guys.